I can't, I was thinking, it was a year ago we were at Gillette together.
That's right, it was.
Yeah.
It was a year ago.
A lot has changed. That was a good night. Just thinking about it.
Pittsburgh, wasn't it?
It was, which
Yes.
made it even better because
Yeah.
I really dislike Pittsburgh.
It was Pittsburgh, that's right. Maybe we'll get back there, who knows?
Yeah.
Peek in at all at Renee's funeral at all?
What's that?
Were you able to peek in at all at Renee's funeral?
I was not able to. No. But I heard it was very nice, other than the cemetery, which sounds like was not very good.
Zoom Shiva was pretty special.
Yeah.
It was pretty amazing. Anyway, go sit down. Get going.
Yes. Yes. It's coming. Oh, Roberto, you can bring it out here. That's fine. Thanks. Just about. It's cold, so.
We're just gonna have it speak and the wrap. You wrap the microphone.
No, we're not using the ceramic. I've got. Just put it down in case, but I've got microphone covers. So, let's do it. I'm not worrying about anything. I just said I need to put a microphone cover on. And, okay. And Jen's just doing the blessing. She's not doing the reading. That's what she said. Okay. Or Sarah Shabbat Shalom, or do I do it if you want to? Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. The words are that easy, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. A Shabbat of peace. Now we add Shabbat Shalom u'mevorach, a Shabbat of peace and blessing. Shabbat Shalom u'mevorach, Shabbat Shalom u'mevorach, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Welcome. It's so good to be together this autumn evening. It's our last outdoor service as we're squeezing as much light as we can while it still remains. But we'll look forward to being outside as soon as possible, even if winter hasn't fully passed in March. As they say, there's no bad weather, only bad clothing. So we're good here in New England. We know how to dress. Welcome to those who are joining on live stream. We're going to invite you to wave Shabbat Shalom to one another, to greet one another in your homes. We'll greet you here and then we'll continue together. We're on page 24, Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharit, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem l'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Barchoni l'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Seidchem l'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
It is an honor to invite Jennifer Barassi, mother of Ethan Barassi, who will be called to Torah this Shabbat as a bar mitzvah, to light our Shabbat candles this evening. We're on page 2.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu v'hadlik ner shel Shabbat. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat.
We're going to continue on page 20 as we join in L'Chadodi, welcoming in the Shabbat bride. It is good that it is Shabbat. We can take a deep breath. We can rest and relax. We'll join in verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. When we reach the last verse, if you're able, we'll rise and bring in Shabbat. You can turn in and face those beautiful trees behind us.
Lecha dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. 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 Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad, yishnianu el hameyuchad. Adonai echad u'shemo echad, l'shemo tiferet v'letila. Lecha dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nechad, Ki mekor haberacha, Nerosh mikeden nesucha, Sof maaseh b'machshavat tchila. Lecha
דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי באורת ומאורי, אורי, אורי, שתעברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. בואי בשלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצולה. תוך אמוני עם הסגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. Going to move into our call to prayer, page 28. Join with me in the English of Ma'ariv Aravim, page 31. This is an hour of change. Within it we stand uncertain on the border of light. Shall we draw back or cross over? Where shall our hearts turn? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? This is the hour of change, and within it we stand quietly on the border of light. What lies before us? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'ma'ariv Aravim. We connect these words of creation to God's love for us, for our ability to be present and listen. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Page 34, we join in Shema.
Shema
Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Please be seated. We're going to invite Ethan to join us up here to lead us in Ve'ahavta. We'll chant along with him.
Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavcha uvechol nafshecha uvechol me'odecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavcha hayom al levavecha veshinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'veitecha uvlechtecha v'aderech u'shochbecha u'kumecha Ushartam le'od al yadecha Ve'hayu letotafot ben einecha Uktavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha Leman tiskeru va'asitem et kol mitzvotai V'yetem kedoshim le'Elohechem Ani Adonai Elohechem Asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem Elohim Ani Adonai Elohechem.
Let's join together in the English on page 39, words leading us into Micha Mocha, which, by the way, it's starting to get a little cold. Micha Mocha is our song of the sea, not only for singing, but also for dancing. So if you need to get up and move around, that works too. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands and marching together.
מלכותך רעובנך, בוקי היום לפני משה ומרים. זה אלינו ואמרו, זה אלינו ואמרו. אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב
וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני, גאל ישראל. We're glad these two people took advantage of the dancing. We're going to continue on page 42 as the sun is indeed setting around us. Those of you who are here, you can look up and see half of the moon shining brightly above us, and we pray Hashkivenu together, begin in Hebrew and add some English words. Truly, this image above us is symbolic of God's Sukkot Shalom, God's shelter of peace that we pray is spread over us throughout our days, especially our nights. Join together. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, l'shalom, v'hamidenu shomrenu l'chaim, ufros aleinu sukkot shlomecha, ufros aleinu sukkot shlomecha, amen. Shelter us beneath your wings, O Adonai. Guard us from all harmful things, O Adonai. Keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with morning's light. Teach us, God, wrong from right. Amen. 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 Page 45, you can join with me. A thought has blown the marketplace away. There is a song on the wind and joy in the trees. Shabbat arrives in the world, scattering a song in the silence of the night. Eternity utters a day. If you're able, we rise at this time for our Amidah. We'll begin all together and then continue with some moments for silent prayer.
Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi agite hilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה, מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן. ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיה הכל אתה רב להושיע, Mashiv haruach umorid hagashem, Mechalkel chayim bechesed, Mechaye hakol berachamim rabim, Somech noflim verofech olim, Umatir asurim, Umekayem emunato, Lishenei afar, Michamocha ba'al gevurot, Umido melach, Melech memit umechayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman ata lachayot hakol, Baruch ata Adonai, Mechayeh hakol. Ata kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, Ukdoshim b'chol yom yahalelucha selah. Baruch ata Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. We invite you to take a few moments for your own prayers. Feel free to be seated when you're ready. We're going to come back together for our prayer for healing as we take this time when we come together as a community to pray for loved ones who are ill, to think about all who care for them. We're on page 253. We are especially praying for these members of our community and members of our families: Greta Brun-Kessler, Colin Monroe, Jerry Seligman, Das Wellens, Mary Lou Hull, Janet Watson, Paul Robillard, Elizabeth Hill, Kelso Silva, Enrico Mascaro, Deborah Booker, Dick Feimelman, Amy Seich, Rabbi Lord Jonathan Sachs, Robert Bloom, Annalie Stone, Arnie Cohen, Rachel Bat-Shulamit, Bernard Tarr, Benjamin Horowitz, Bradley Dichter, Matteo Goldman, Judy Cook, Fruma Bat-Harav, Jacob Sonia, Jacob M., Harvey Grassfield, Harvey Atkins. If there's other names, I invite you to just take a moment. You can name them out loud, name them in your hearts. We'll join together. Avotenu vekor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Mi sheberach imotenu mekor habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah always amazed how much there is to learn from young people. For example, I just learned that Leo here is learning the alphabet, of starting to learn some Hebrew at home. This is very exciting, because when you come to Shabbat services, you get to hear and see Hebrew and put that all into practice. And just today, I was, one of the things Mike and I get to do is support all of our Shorashim teachers as the educators. I was helping some teachers with their lessons for Sunday, including third grade, and Ziva Larson, our third grade teacher, is here with us today, so you're going to recognize this. So I was looking through our third grade textbook, which is called the Explorer's Bible. Some of our kids here, you may remember this from third grade. It is kind of the leap of Torah study, where you just study the stories themselves, and the Explorer's Bible starts to add some midrash, add commentary and interpretation that invites us all to explore Torah together and live it and act it out. And I discovered a very interesting midrash about Parashat Noach, our Torah portion for this Shabbat, in our third grade textbook. And it is a midrash that comes from thousands of years ago. And the midrash asks, why did Noah choose the dove to be the messenger? We all know the story. Animals came into the ark 2 by 2. Noah chose the dove to send out of the ark first when the flood ended. By the way, we all know about floods today. There are floods going on, and this flood happened many years ago, but we'll hear a little bit more about this tomorrow from Ethan. The end of the story ends with hope and promise. So why did Noah choose the dove to complete the story of the ark, to send out into the world once the flood had ended? The Midrash says as follows: the animals at the beginning of the flood heard a rumor. They heard that Noah would only take his favorite animals into the ark. So they came to Noah to boast about themselves. The lion roared out, "I am the strongest of the beasts, I must be saved." And then the elephant blared, "But I am the largest." And then the hen said, "But I give eggs." And 1 by 1, 2 by 2, the animals came to Noah to plead their case, until Noah noticed the dove sitting quietly on a branch. "Why are you silent, little dove?" Noah asked. And the dove cooed back, "I don't think of myself as better than the others. Each of us has something that the others do not, something given to us by God." "The dove is right," Noah said to all of the animals. "And that is why I'm choosing all of you to come into the ark, why you will all be saved." But because the dove was humble, because the dove didn't boast about itself above everyone else, because the dove recognized the good, the spark of God in all creation, "I will choose the dove," said Noah, "to be my messenger."
Rabbi, how do you say dove in Hebrew?
I'm wondering if anyone here knows how to say dove in Hebrew. He's not answering. Yonah. Yonah means dove. Oh, he's waving. We do have a Yonah here. Well, okay, it's getting dark, and we're going to conclude our service first, but it is Parshat Noach, and we just decided we've got to sing it because we've got kids here. I think we've got a retired kindergarten religious school teacher here, Sally Weiner, is that right? Yes, thank you. So we've got to sing it. It's Noah, little rise and shine. If you want to stand up and rise and shine with the words, you can do it. It's going to warm you up. It's guaranteed. We're not going to do all the verses, but we got to sing it tonight.
You can watch Rabbi Karen for how to rise and shine when we get there. The Lord said to Noah, "There's gonna be a floody, floody." Lord said to Noah, "There's gonna be a floody, floody. Get those children out of the muddy, muddy children of the Lord. So rise and shine and give God your glory, glory. Rise and shine and give God your glory, glory. Rise and shine and give God your glory, glory. Children of the
Thank you very
animals,
much.
they came on. They animals, they came on. They came on by twosies, twosies. Animals, they came on. They came on by twosies, twosies. Elephants and kings.
Roosies, children of the Lord. So rise and shine, and give God your glory, glory. Rise and shine, give God your glory, glory. Rise and shine, and give God your glory, glory, children of the Lord.
It rained and poured.
It rained and poured for 40 days. Daisies rained and poured for 40 daisies. Daisies drove those animals crazy, crazy children of the Lord. The sun came out and dried up the landy, landy. Sun came out and dried up the landy, landy. Everything was fine and dandy, dandy children of the Lord. One
You know
more
what to do,
time.
so
Rise and shine and give God your glory, glory. Rise and shine, give God your glory, glory. Rise and shine and give God your glory, glory, children of the Lord. Okay, if you really missed all the verses, you can come sing with Micah at the end of the service. Please.
The end of our service.
All right. Please do join us in the morning, only by invitation in person, but anyone can join through live stream as we will celebrate Ethan Barassi, who will be called to the Torah as a bar mitzvah at 10:30 in the morning. We're very excited to celebrate with your whole family. And are you giving out orange masks to everyone? I just have to know. Or just Ethan. Okay. Also, 9 a.m., our lay-led minion, please join for that. I think Avi Glazer will be leading. And check your weekly shofar email for lots coming up at our temple, adult learning, shorashim, social action opportunities. Do you want to say a word about next Friday night?
Next Friday night we have we're gonna have a very short service at 6:30 because and it's gonna be via Zoom. It will also be live streamed, but you can see the Zoom link, and we made an error which we'll correct in the shofar. You don't need to register. There's a password, you can see that, but you can come on the Zoom link or watch live stream immediately following the service at 7 p.m. We'll have our scholar in residence from the spring, Dr. Jonathan Golden, who is a teacher of history at Gann Academy. And his topic in the spring, which will be really timely next Friday is Chai to the Chief, Jews and the history of the Jewish relationship with American presidents. And you will know it will be happening after the Shabbat. So please do join us. It'll be a wonderful session following the service. You can come for the service. You can come at 7. Join us. It's late from Rosh Hashanah. Goose is giving us a tekiah. Oh, wow.
Okay. Is that south?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Well, it is getting cooler out. Stay tuned for the plans coming up for other Friday night services. We're kind of thinking through what we'd like to do, but hopefully we'll be able to be in person again soon. Until then, through live stream. You didn't mention I went to Jewish summer camp with Dr. Jonathan Golden. So
I forgot to mention that Rabbi Karen went to Jewish summer camp with Dr. Jonathan Golden.
But I actually haven't seen him, believe it or not, since 1996.
That's a little piece of history, too.
I know. How about that? We are going to move into our concluding prayers. We have been shortening things a little bit this evening, so we're going to...
It's dark.
It is getting dark. We're going to invite you at this time as we take this moment at the end of our service for memory to rise if you're able. We're on page 291. Especially as the stars are starting to come out. These words from Chana Senesh. There are stars up above so far away we only see their light long, long after the star itself is gone. And so it is with people that we loved. Their memories keep shining ever brightly, though their time with us is done. But the stars that light up the darkest night, these are the lights that guide us. As we live our days, these are the ways we remember. You can find Mourner's Cottage on page 294. We are especially remembering these loved ones who have passed away in recent weeks. We remember Renee Todres, wife of Charles Schwartz, mother of Jennifer and Matthew, and sister of Alan. We remember James Sprague, stepfather of Melanie Driscoll, Barbara T. Solomon, mother of Susan Solomon Kaplan, mother-in-law of Evan Kaplan, David Stone, father of Larry Stone, father-in-law of Linda Kipper, and Robert Grossbaum, father of David Grossbaum, father-in-law of Debbie Grossbaum. We remember these loved ones whose yahrzeit occur this Shabbat: Raphael Mordechai Barashansky, Evelyn Kaplan, Carmelita Sheraton, Martin Eskin, Michael Freeman, Ronald Goldberg, Paul J. Lederer, Celia Rosenberg, David Schreiber, Helena Nancy Schiffman, Sarah Shore, Joel Berger, Sarah Rosenberg. If there are others, invite you to name them in your hearts. We join together as we bless the source of all life. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chaye dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala v'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam ulamei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yitale v'yitalal shemei dekudsha brichu, le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata, damiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. We're going to invite Ethan to join us once more for the blessing of Kiddush. Come on up, Ethan, and as is our custom during COVID, we're not going to be passing out grape juice or wine or food. We're going to invite you to enjoy that at home, hopefully, and a little challah at home as well. But we'll join with Ethan. We're on page 5.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kichanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho v'ahavat ratzon halanu zikaron ma'aseh bereshit ki hu yom tehillah lemikra'ei kodesh zeher letziat mitzrayim kivanu v'aharta v'otanu kidashta mikol hamim v'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava uvratzon inchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat.
Amen. Ethan, will you just hold the Kiddush Kavod? We're going to all give Ethan a big l'chaim. Ready? L'chaim. L'chaim, you can even take your mask off and take a sip if you'd like. L'chaim. We're going to Mazel Tov. Mazel Tov. You're good to go. All right, we're going to see Ethan in the morning. We invite you to join and celebrate with us. We're going to conclude with words of peace. Oseh Shalom, Mazel Tov again to the Farasi family. Thank you all for coming out to our Shabbat on the lot. We're going to end with Oseh Shalom. I'll invite you to sing with us, and not that anyone would want to stay and gather because it's getting cold and dark, but we'll just start to invite folks in the last rows to make their way out to your car. You can wave. Shabbat Shalom to everyone, and again to everyone at home. Please join with us in Oseh Shalom. Oseh Shalom Bimroma. Uyaseh Shalom Aleinu. Re'al Kol Yisrael. Ve'iru. Iru Amen. Yaseh Shalom. Yaseh Shalom. Shalom Aleinu. Ve'al Kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom. Yaseh Shalom. Shalom Aleinu. Ve'al Kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom. Yaseh Shalom. Shalom Aleinu. Ve'al Kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom. Yaseh Shalom. Shalom Aleinu. Ve'al Kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom. Yaseh Shalom. Shalom Aleinu. Ve'al Kol Yisrael. Thank you so much to Tim Hollander for managing our live stream, Roberto for setting up our parking lot. Folks in the last rows, if you'd like to start to make your way out, we'll keep singing a little bit. But Shabbat Shalom, everyone. We wish you a peaceful, joyful